magic circle appeared in the sky, and from it a horde of hands shot out toward Vikkir. The hands struck Vikkir's body with force, creating a large curtain of smoke over the area. The attack had been so powerful that there was now a crater in the ground, and in the middle was Vikkir. Our boy had lost an arm and there was a pool of blood beneath him. Despite having mortal wounds and his body covered in blood, Vikkir began to move. Sayer's attention fixed on him and her eyes began to shine with confusion. She started to observe our boy in silence. Supporting his hand on the ground, Vikkir began to gaze toward the floor and prepared to stand up. Seeing that he had not died after receiving the last attack, she could not help but wonder if he was really human. Sayer began to walk toward our boy. The mere act of standing was exhausting. Even with the ability of the healing salamander, Vikkir could no longer heal his body. Vikkir began to remember when he had embraced Camus Morgue, with tears in her eyes, and with a sad gaze, she asked why she was alone again. With his body trembling, Vikkir decided to get up and move. The curtain of smoke began to disappear, and despite missing an arm, Vikkir drew the Beelzebub sword and began to walk toward the demon. Just then, Camus Morgue called Vikkir an idiot, mentioning that she didn't want to see him again just to see that expression. Vikkir's attention, who had a bruise on his eye, was fixed on Sayer, and his eyes widened in surprise, leaving him in shock. Sayer's eyes began to shine with confusion and rage since she didn't know what was happening. Camus Morgue began to remove the demon's skin from her face, and her eyes began to shine with confidence. With a smile, she said that she had done just as Vikkir had said.